Hello, my name is Gergana Denichina. I'm certified NeuroGraphica trainer and I work as life and business coach. This video is created in the framework of our project LadyLeader under the Erasmus program. This model is one of the classic models in NeuroGraphica, NeuroLotus. And today we are looking at it in the context of the creative thinking process. The video is linked to the learning module Creative Thinking of the LadyLeader program. I recommend that you read the presentation on our website first, as there are many references to it in the drawing process. Okay, let's start with the drawing. We started with an idea that we want to implement for the benefit of our community. Please think about your idea. And the goal today is to harmonize our idea. We will work to harmonize this idea with ourselves, with our desires, with the desires of our soul, and also with the inner and outer forces that are necessary for its realization. So, right in the beginning, before we start writing words, I would like to recommend you to observe yourself all the time, so that you can assess right from the start whether this idea is really your idea. To what extent you are in tune with this idea, and to what extent it is in tune with you, with your personal goals and desires. Very often it happens that people think they have an idea, they have a goal, they want to achieve something, but it's not really theirs. It is brought in from somewhere outside, because that's the way it's done, or someone has said that it's valuable and useful, or somebody demands it, but all the time it's not in tune with the person, and it's very, very clearly felt on the bodily level. So we remember the 4 points of attention. All the time while drawing, please try to observe yourself. Even don't think so much about your idea as observe yourself. What thoughts pass through your mind? What bodily sensations you have? For example, heat, cold, tingling, whatever you feel. Observe also your feelings and emotions. And what is the meaning of all it for you? Okay, now we start by writing words. We write words for 2 minutes. You already know how it goes. 2 minutes. The words are related to the idea you want to develop. Ready? Start! And stop. Now count the words and take a good look at what kind of words they are. Are there more verbs or are there more states? Is it the way forward or are there obstacles? Are there more adjectives or nouns? And analyze for yourself. Observe what you feel as you look at these words. And I recommend taking notes. Try to practice a little bit following my example here. Okay, now start with the drawing. Put a dot in the center of the sheet. This is you and the idea you want to implement. This dot is our starting point. It is the seed. It is still in our head. That's why we can consider it as a seed. And now draw 5 more concentric circles around the seed. And all the time, remember to breathe, drink water, and observe yourself. Okay, we have already drawn the seed. And your idea is already beginning to sprout. The first petals are beginning to appear. Watch your drawing. See how you feel with this idea as it begins to sprout. You can think about what the germination of this idea is like for you. What is each petal? What it means to you? Each petal could have its own meaning. And now moving on to the next stage. My leaves, my petals are starting to get bigger, and my idea is evolving. It's expanding. An unified, unique and clear image begins to form within. What does each of these petals mean as part of your idea? How does it evolve and expand for you? This could be places, people. The idea is still within you, but it is beginning to take a shape, to take concrete shape. And not just how nice it is. It's nice with this and this and this and this of its concrete elements. This will be very different depending on your particular idea. And here it expands literally on all levels. Can you imagine it on material level, physically? How it looks like on an emotional level? How do you feel? How do others around you feel? Mentally, what are you thinking? How is it helpful? And on a spiritual level, you probably feel it too. And here I would like to recommend you to write specific keywords. And avoid words like I'm excited, I'm happy, because it's not measurable. And the goal of this model is to come up at the end with something specific and measurable. Write specific keywords. I'm excited. What exactly are you excited about? Like the fact that I wrote the book. I don't just feel excited, I see a specific book and I hold it in my hands. Or in my case, the LadyLeader project that I'm drawing. Here I see the great training and the people who are there, what we are doing, and that excites me. This idea is ready, it's ripe, and it's literally ready to go out. I hope you feel your idea welling up inside you. The next stage, you can already imagine and feel how the seed has slowly sprout inside underground and is now ready to come out. This is your idea. We are already starting to talk to other people about our idea. We begin to share. We begin to read more on the subject. We become bolder in our fantasies. I'm personally starting to feel a bit of resistance at this point. But on the other hand, I also feel confidence. This is where it's getting out of the ground. The fantasy becomes a dream and it has very specific parameters. It's no longer the vague idea you had. It's something which we share with people. As an example, I can give you my project again. I start talking to my partners, discussing what we can do, what we want to achieve, what skills do we have, what can we do, where are we going to do it, a room, a place, where is this event going to take place, how will we test our materials beforehand. And think about exactly who you want to implement your idea with. Who do you want to share it with? As you draw the petals, think about what each one means to you. Now take your pencils and start coloring what you have drawn so far, for a minute or two. And to reflect on yourself. How do you feel? If you feel any resistance, trying to find out what it is. Is it to the realization? Is it to the idea? Is it to someone in particular? Also, if you're feeling very inspired or satisfied, happy, try to find out what part exactly makes you satisfied and happy. Now color by your feeling. You can mix the colors. Well, here in my case, it's happened that the coloring became something like messy. But now I realize that these are actually different ideas that are probably related. And when I share them out with colleagues, with friends, maybe something completely new will form from them. We'll see. Moving on to the next stage, we continue to implement the idea. So far, it has come to the surface. It has become visible. From there on, the realization follows. The first visible results begin. The idea is already shared, and we start to act. So far, it has been the evaluation phase. Now we move on to the implementation, realization. We start with planning. Business plan for implementation, a quality plan, how you are going to deal with potential risks, what obstacles may arise in the implementation process. You can produce test products or, as I want, test events and coaching sessions. Depends on your idea. And I notice I'm pushing more now, drawing more boldly. Here you also gain more confidence. You come out with something real, with a real result in front of the world. And this is the place for the first mistakes. You know, the simple mistake. Nothing is 100% and completely and forever successful. Mistakes happen. They are part of the process. Analyze why the mistake happened, how we can fix it. This should by no means discourage you. Don't be afraid of mistakes. They are something quite normal in the implementation stage, such as the computer shutting down in the middle of the event. Yes, it happens. Anything can happen. You may have to throw out the entire original production if you're producing something. You might not get people together for the events. Or it might come out a lot more expensive than you originally imagined and that you planned. Don't let that stop you, please. You go back, reassess, and then go back to execution again. Accept these mistakes as experience. And most of all, accept and love yourself all the time. And if you catch yourself saying, "Oh, I didn't success again, I didn't work out again, or it was a mistake, let me quit," don't give up. Move on. Your idea, your flower has already blossomed. You already have very concrete parameters. And you imagine what it looks like. What is your flower blooming into? From here on, we write very specific parameters and very specific keywords. What is the result? What blossomed in your flower? Are these products? Is it something else? You can write in the comments your results. One more row of petals and draw at your own pace. You can name them. These are different aspects of realizing your idea. Now we go to the last line, our results. And by results here, we no longer mean the concrete realized things that we have drawn so far. Here we are looking at how they benefit other people. This is the impact. Who are they for? How do they feel, these people? What is the sustainability of our results? How will they evolve in the future when we do something for our community? How will that something once done continue? Who will do it further? Is it possible to continue, or will it be a one-time action? How do people feel? How do you feel? And what do these concrete results of implementing your idea bring to others, to the world, and to you? How do you feel about them? Draw some field lines in a way to connect the different stages. And to connect them with the outer world. And where the lines cross, round a little bit, if you feel like. Next, the idea is to harmonize everything we already drew, to connect the different stages and see how we feel, to feel and to color. And of course, observe again yourself, as we already mentioned so many times. Somehow I don't need to round, I need to color. And the coloring stage, this is the integrating stage. For me, the rounding up to here is harmonious enough. I need the integration. And here we are close to the realization of our idea. What personal conclusions did you come to? Is it feasible? Is your idea feasible? Who exactly will participate in its realization? You know already the next final steps. The filled lines and the fixation. And finally, we do the word exercise again. From here on, it is important to imagine the whole process of realization and what happens. Evaluate within yourself how your idea will be realized and how you feel about it. Are you ready to go with it? Okay, thank you for being with me on this wonderful, exciting journey. You can write your results in the comments.